Hiya Squishers, and welcome back to my squishy space under the stairs surrounded by socks and tubes. Oh my. And this evening, because in the UK right now it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, I have tried to gather all of the things I finished this week because I have knit like nobody's business. Like, I have squeezed in every single stitch. Like, I wake up rather early. I won't tell you what time, but I wake up early, so I squeeze in the knits, and then we do the school stuff in the run, and then every time I have a little sit down, I'm like squeezing in a stitch or two. So with all that, I have finished quite a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna just show you. But first off, let's just take a moment to show you. Oh my God, I'm all over the place this evening. I feel like it's a Friday, and it's really not. It's a Monday. And in case you're watching this and you feel like it's a Friday, I feel you. Feels like a Friday. So let's get started. This is the top that from the last video, I was like, ooh, I haven't finished the top. I've done the tops of the seams. I think on the next one, I might do them so that they're visible. Do you remember the grey black one I had? I'll show you in the next video. I did a really nice seam where I just used the raw edge and just went, and it had a really nice crisp boxy feel to it, which I think this top could handle. So this is the top that is just simple. I was going to reach for the top tube top here, but that's not possible because even though you can't see it, I've redone my other space. So yeah, I've done another space. I've got a desk space where I'm trying to like pattern it out. It's living over there, so it's not here any longer, but I'm wearing the same type of example. This is a tubed top which you can make, and this is just using a different needle size to my last one, but I love the fit on this one. It's just so nice, and I made it a little bit, well, it's a little bit shorter so that it fits under my dungarees, so I can just wear it all of the time. And the bonus about this one is I've actually nipped in all of the ends, woven it in the extra bits, and now when I am going to wear it all the time, I can wear it out of the house with pride without flapping around in the wind like an unfinished pom-pom, of which I've also made quite a few with Tabby this weekend. Pom-poms. Tabby's obsessed with pom-poms, which I'm happy about. Right, let's get on to what have I made. Right, okay, so since we last spoke, I was like, right, we talked about the DK, and I was like, let's do more DK, because I inadvertently knit a lot of DK, but what I do is I do 2 sock yarns together because I like packing in the colour. If you haven't noticed, I like to squeeze it in. So the first thing is, if you're on Squishmail, you've already had it. If you're on Squishmail, check your inbox. There's a squishy update for you. I have knit quite a lot of things. These aren't this week knits, but this is a new pattern in the shop which will probably be available to you tomorrow if you're watching this right now, where I use like 2 strands of sock yarn together, whoop, 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 whoop. Or I use I use slub and a sock yarn, which to me is the same weight because you've got these bits of texture that's thicker and thinner. So there's sock and slub, which I love, because especially with that contrast with the Cowl. Cowl is in the shop. It's got a drop down tab. Scrappies are what I use here, and scrappies here. So before I move on to this week's knits, this free pattern will probably be will be available tomorrow in the shop. Grab it, it's super easy, and it's a great way to use up your scraps. Aha, and now DK. I was like, right, DK. Now I've knit a DK cowl. Well, I'll start with rainbows. First off, can you tap? It's been packed. Do you know this? I said to John this morning and this evening when he came back that I feel like I've squished it all in, which is great. But I have generally lost chronological order of my knits, so I think this is the way it went. No, it's not, but we'll go this way anyway. So the girls, it's cold, bit bulky scarves for school, packing them in bags, bringing them home. Anyway, cowls for my girls work a treat. So I was like, great, but they can't, one this long, which is the one that I make for myself because I'm obsessed with tubes. You can't go wrong with tubes, and you can never have too many, and you can make them into so many things, for example. So something half the size, but I was like, okay. So the orange is rolled over there, so I'm going to leave that there. But there's an orange in this pack. So one of the packs that are in the shop for DK, because obviously I do a lot of free patterns. They're in the shop. Go grab one. They're a lot of fun. And they're made to utilize, okay, the blue's gone. We've lost the blue. Made to utilize the kits that are in the shop. Now, one of the packs is a rainbow DK pack. Orange over there, blue down there. It's really lovely. I love that blue. It's a shame it's on there. There you go. These ones, and these are 20 grams. And I was thinking, what does it look like? Because a lot of these have flown off my shelf, so I'm going to be replenishing my stocks. Lots of these are gone, so I was like, what are you going to make with these? And I thought, well, what would I make with those? Well, I've got two girls. Both of them are fairly the same size. And as often goes, they both want the same stuff. So I was like, right, who wants a rainbow cow? Minnie was like, me. And Tabby was like, me. I was like, okay, great. I got two takers. So cowl number one, this is for Minnie. This is like, it's not like a mini rainbow cowl. I've called it the mini rainbow cowl. So these are two cowls that you get out of the one pack, which I think is brilliant, because that way you'll see how far this goes and you can get two. Which means if you've got one that likes rainbow cowls, if they lose the first one, you don't have to get too upset, because, I've lost a few handmade cowls. Well, I say I have. I haven't personally lost them, but I don't get upset about them, especially when I can just grab another kit, which is the great thing about having, I have a lot of packs and colour kits in the shop, which I stock frequently because they're my most favourite. And these would be my most favourite. Rainbow number one cowl. And I was like, how's Tabby's going to be different? Rainbow cowl number two. Boop, boop, boop. So this one's going to be Tabby because she's the youngest. And she does love rainbows. So I thought double rainbow for Tabby. Pew, pew. So out of that pack of DK, you can get two mini rainbow cowls. This pattern will be available super soon. Squish mail first, obviously, because I'm going to have to send you loads over the next couple of weeks, because I've got a lot of patterns and you just need to have them as quick as possible. So rainbow cowls. And I was like, ooh, what about, I have forgotten it. There is one thing I didn't bring. So the new colour palette, which is the Violet Skies, which includes the most recent colours added to my shop, which are very much like Aurora Borealis, like mystical skies. A lot like what I'm wearing. They are inspired by my jumper, in fact. Now, I made a DK cowl, pretty much the same pattern, which is a little bit larger for the DK pack in there. I would have it with me, but clearly not. But I also made one out of the sock kit, because I love sock cowls and I just love the blendy fade. Last time I said that, I went flendy blade. So flendy blade, this is like, I love doing the whole, and because I like this so much, because I like to travel in yarn projects, so I went from that to the cowl in DK to this, because I was like, this is two parts, two packs of the scrappies. Or if you're getting them from the pick and mix, I think only one of the colours, yeah, maybe all the colours are in the pick and mix, but this is 2 packs of the Violet Skies on the 5 grams. So that is what I got out of that. And then, what else did I do? Yes! On the same colour journey, I was like, well, if I was going to have a wrist warmer to match my cowl, I'd do one that was just the same. So, boom! This one I did today. This one I finished a couple of days ago. And I made something else in the middle. Oh my gosh. There is so many things going on. So many things I'm knitting. So look. Boom, boom, boom. This is the Violet Skies pack. And out of the 1 pack, you can get 2 wrist warmers. 2 packs, one of these. And you can even just get 1 pack and make a half cowl. Boom. So I have been really going wild. So what other thing was I going to show you? Yes. My sunset dreams have come true. Right, I'll take this sunset off and remind you briefly of this sunset, which just captured my imagination. This one just whizzed out, and obviously we all love sunsets. We all just love sunsets. So this wrist warmer came after I made this sweater. I appreciate you're on this journey with me, because this is a lot to take in, okay? This sweater, just this orange section that are like my paintings, which luckily for you, I don't have. It's like a show and tell under the stairs, isn't it? So this, and what I said in my last thing about sunsets was, in the middle of all of my colours, like I've got loads of colours, but there's some squeezes in between that I just don't have. And I just, like, you can blend, like you can have a pink orange by putting pink and orange together, but it's not really pink orange. Like you can have like a red orange by doing a red and an orange together, but it's not red orange. So what you do if you're a yarn dyer, that's what I do, just in case I didn't tell you. I dye yarn. I'm Kate Saloon. What do you do if you dye yarn? And that's kind of what you do. Well, you make all the colours that you want. Woo! So look, I've got my red pink. I've got my like pink orange, like that pink orange. And this one is like that red orange that I wanted. And in here I've got like, oh, this one I think is just a shade darker than the Heat that we've got in the shop. Yes, the Heat. I love that name. This one has got like, ooh, purples, reds, oranges, pinks. And then there's the blues that I don't have in my collection so far. And they've appeared throughout my, some of them have appeared throughout my like scrappy collections. So like you've got some of the, some of these ones which have come out, some of the collections here, and this one, which was a landscape club. Ooh, ever since I dyed that one up, I was like, oh, one day in my life, that's going to be on a jumper. So I have 20 colours in a bundle that I've got. I've got 2 of these kits for myself, and I pop the rest in the shop. They're currently in the Secret Squish page, which if you are on Squishmail, it's in your Squishmail. Go check it. And if not, whatever's left, I'll pop in the shop tomorrow. So these bundles are in there, and I will be just knitting the max out of these. So I'm pretty sure you'll have a pattern coming with something to do with these, or you will just see me blend these with a Cowl skein of something into like, oh, imagine one of these tops. See, and all the different combinations, like I've put them all down, see which different ways I could go. Orange to red to purple, purple to orange to pink to blue. So there you go. My dream sunset has arrived, and I feel very satisfied. So squishes, there you go. That's my knitting news. I have knit a lot, which means in the next week, if I don't knit very much, it's okay, because I've filled the gaps this week. And strangely, my productivity this week has been like, and I wonder whether it's to do with like the nice sunshine that we're briefly experiencing, because it is just howling and raining and howling and raining, and not a lick of snow. Like, I know you guys have had snow. You know who I'm talking to, because I've had messages saying you're having snow. What? Yeah, jealous. So no snow, just lots of rain. So spring is starting to creep in, and obviously more things to make, because as the season changes, so do our requirements of our knits. So I'm looking forward to more things, listening to more things, experimenting with this. There'll be more free patterns in the shop, so keep your eyes open. And until the next time I see you on a video, have a wonderful week. And don't forget, I was going to say, remember, if you're not going to do it today, it doesn't matter. You're crafty creativity, it doesn't disappear anywhere. It's just going to sit there. It's not going to disappear. You haven't frightened it away. It's just waiting. So when you got the time, it'll catch up, and you'll just make lots of things like me. And then when you have time off from crafting, it's okay. And I will see you very soon. Bye.